Nations. Now it is the United Nations speech. I want you to go watch the holenss United Nations speech. And let me be clear, this is me exercising my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion. So everything that I'm going to say is alleged. Exercising my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion. Yo, TikTok. The message of Jamaica. We're not sure.
What was the flooding like here? Yeah? What was the flooding like last night?
It was high enough, bad. So all these things you want, all these are debris, you know.
So just
All these are debris are packed up here.
all of it pushed in?
Yes, pushed in, yes.
And so it was from this gully right here, right?
Right there. It's passed under the road. But apparently it becomes too full. So you couldn't get to pass fast enough, so it break up the...
How? What was worse about this storm? Was it the rain or the wind?
Both, you know, because very... Well, I am 72 years old. And this is the roughest storm I've ever seen. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, this one.
What made it the worst for you? 72 years old.
Because the wind, he had more wind. More wind, yes. I think Ivan had more rain, but this one was a lot of wind, stronger wind. Yes.
I've spent my life telling the stories of others, the survivors of floods, hurricanes, disasters, but I barely know my own family story. That's why I'm excited to partner with MyHeritage. This video's sponsor, they're helping me to find the missing pieces, relatives I never knew, immigrants. With MyHeritage, I not only started my first family tree with a click of just a few buttons, I learned the names of my great-grandparents, like my great-grandfather Giuseppe Petramala, and his arrival paper here in New York in 1904, when he was just 23 years old from southern Italy. You have a story too, but maybe it's been buried. MyHeritage can help you uncover it. With over 36 billion historical records, I found my grandparents' wedding announcement in the Southwest American newspaper from 1937. They were married by a justice of the peace, and here is their marriage license, signed by Grandpa Mike, who sadly I was never able to actually meet. And there's features like instant discoveries. You can grow your family tree in seconds. Whole branches added with a click. One of my favorite tools, their AI photo features. You can colorize old black and white photos, sharpen blurry shots, even bring them to life with animation using deep nostalgia. This is my great-grandparents on my grandmother's side, faces I'd never seen before. Apparently, I come from a long line of distinguished preachers on that side of the family. I never knew. This is my great-great-great-great-grandfather's portrait, Reverend James Ward, born in 1771, colorized, repaired, and enhanced. This research changes how you see yourself. You're not just a name, you're a part of something bigger. Try MyHeritage, track your roots, build your tree, find your story before it's lost to time. Try this all for free with a 14-day free trial. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. I'll also have a link in the description.
Oh, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gag on Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Pelpa Time TV so that. Boom!
A big sound, a big tune.
Jah holy Emmanuel, I boy. Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression, poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy will come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war. Not every.
Blow, Mr. Gargan, blow. Blow till me dance up me toe.
Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, 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 woman. You born sexy. You sexy from your born. Spin your roll, make them see the bumper. And no dumper. Walkie, 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 woman. Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie, walkie, walkie. And a talkie, talkie up. You back it up, cock it up, fling it up, ice it up. The thing pretty, pretty, and buffy, buffy, buffy. Walkie, 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 woman. You know sucky, sucky, sucky. You like when me shooby, shooby, shooby up. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like when you sweaty, 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 and wetty, wetty, wetty. Just like when rain a fall off of your body like a raindrop. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want to brace up. Not tears up, make me feel up, feel up. Then we kiss up, and the lips. That and the split up, split up. Yo, walkie, 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 woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie, 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 and a talkie, talkie up. Yo, the thing pretty, pretty, and buffy, buffy, buffy. You know flappy, 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 or sappy, sappy, sappy. Your skin smooth like a young baby body. That's why them a watchy, 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 and a chatty, chatty, chatty. Woman, you sexy from walkie, walkie, walkie. Yo, me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want come brace up. Yo, make we kiss up, woman. You sexy from your and the lips, not on the split up, split up. Yo, walkie, walkie, walkie. You just a walkie, walkie, walkie. Walkie, 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 woman. Me like how you walk. Woman, you sexy from your band. You like when me draw the long gun and me stick you up. Walkie, just a pinty up. Way, walkie, walkie, walkie. Woman, you sexy from your band. 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 Sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Yeah, man. So, up and running, up and gunning. What a few days, actually a week, building up to our Guan and what's going on in Jamaica. But I mean, I tell you, say, devastation everywhere. And it's like, yo, not a good look. I don't know how long this is going to take and Jamaica going to take to recover from this. Because Gilbert did bad, but not as even say well in quart. Yeah, let me tell you something, man. Quarter as bad as this, as far as what me see. Some place get it more than some. Some people feel it more than some. And what me think still, you know, they must say 7 bodies so far, but me think say a lot more people missing when, you know, I go hear about that till in the next 2 weeks. Because you have now, some people live some fucking place in Jamaica, you know, where them not leave them yard for a lot of reason. Might be too far. Because a lot of people in Jamaica, them don't know nothing about Jamaica, you know. They might go to Jamaica and go into the city as tourists or people who live a long time, never know nothing about country and things like that. But let me tell you something. There's some place where people live way up in the hills. So, them not go deal, them go risk it out, you know. Yeah. And that's one serious thing. You know, so I say a real, we call him man a caveman, Rasta man, you know. Come on, about to show no video, because I have to set them up and things like that. And most of the video them I show right now, people see them already still. But me say a Rasta man, right up in St. Mary there. And the brother video him, It's a Javani. Because the man live, a little small shack, plyboard and everything. Right on the hill there, And him have an outdoor kitchen, just zinc crown and thing like that. I'm not telling you, well then sometime, that's why I say God, because I don't know. That like is a miracle. I know so this storm go through and some man go check upon him, Giovanni and him cousin, him uncle go check upon him. And when him call him out, him like him in him kitchen. The same outdoor kitchen, but you them pass the house. And then never hear him. And then him answer. And then when him say he must have to look good through the walk to see who will call him. Him not take no chance. But what me I talk about, where the brother live, just a little on the hillside in the hills, just a little box house, small house. As I said, the man I live like a caveman, but a real Rasta man that, you can see that. I say, not even a sheet of zinc blow off on him house. Him house stand up firm. That is like, that you call miracle, And the man come out and talk to the youth them. And you can see, well then, my God bless Rasta man, I'm a real Rasta man. We don't hold for prefects and all them things there. Real countryman, caveman. And when we look on, not in my kitchen, him have a little outdoor kitchen where you see me just see on Japan video, Some of them not bother go look feed for really show it. Where I explain what me see. Him have an outdoor kitchen. Him little house there so. Outdoors everything, tiled up at the top. But him in him kitchen, when the brother them walk up on him. And in him kitchen him there. And we believe the kitchen does have pure zinc around it. It's nothing, that's zinc around the kitchen and zinc on top. And the kitchen is kind of firm. Same way, Not one of the zinc them. No, man, you see when I see them things there? Me have to say, boy, and that's what I say, well, and God moving in a mysterious way. And that's all it is. And you can also them man, they bless. Compared to the house, them when we see and the fucking church, hospital, let me say tear up. Right? And good house with the rascal, proper foundation, proper cover on top. And the roof gone. This is gas station. When you go there and look which the gas station used to be, you can't believe because nobody can identify it. Because gas station built up with some big four corner and the big top on it and things like that. The whole thing gone nearly half a miles from where the gas station is. The only thing will stand up so people can identify it is not the two, well, about 4 different pumps. Them survive. But the roof gone, everything gone. The little building of them have, where you go and you buy your whatever, you pay for your gas, or you buy a cigarette or whatever. You look a mini shop, because so well then, those gas stations always have them little things there. So you can get gas, you can get other things. That's how gas, but all of them things are gone, leak out. So me I compete with this brother, we live like a box house. Just find some stone to, you want to see the foundation. And for me I tell you, not a sheet of zinc. The house stand up firm same way. The man outdoor kitchen stand up same way. And a pure zinc around it, and not one zinc move for that amount. And then we go down at the bottom, a pure what do you call it? Miserable or misery or chaos. But down there, so the road them people, yeah, just down at the bottom from which are the brother there. Down there mash up. And pure rain and fall all right now. Because I remember when hurricane gone like this hurricane and you're gonna have a lot of rainfall still leave behind, So this they know what the old days, because when the water fall and rain fall regularly every day, because they're going to leave that behind it. So you will go up now. More damage I go done. Because water dangerous, you know. Water start to penetrate. Road gonna collapse same speed. But you know, to my rascal, I'm surprised. When we look on that. Sorry, I'm not the video for sure, but you know, talking it is good as showing it still. Yeah, man. Some people, but why? God is great, yeah, man. Because that is really, me no know, that is something. People have look at them things, look upon the real life still, you know. Yeah, man. Logic. You know, look on them things and take it lightly. The man don't get a scratch. The man come out and happy attack. As a real country dreadlocks. Real underground. Real kind of caveman life man live. Right? As a farmer. I saw some man that's written that they don't want not more than that. And I'm happy in a little small box room. Because him alone, you know, living a woman. So them man I live the best of them life. But some people don't see them and live and talk about Ray, tear lives thing. And they don't know nothing. The man might happy than uno. And enough people happy you fuck. I'm strong and healthy, you know. That's a number one. Nothing never happened to him building. And where him have is like a paper building compared to the hurricane. So it's a very, very, very thing you have me look into and say, why, God is great. God moving in a mysterious way, and that's all it is. Very, very. So, yeah, man. So, the aftermath of people I see right now, very, very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. A lot of people are suffer. Some things let me say, some building let me say, and some roof let me say, where I tell you, man a build a house. Imagine a poor man a build a little house, you know. Building foundation, put up him things them. The only thing to go up on it now is the roof. And the storm blew out all the foundation them. Flatter ground. Dig it out of the concrete. It built from the concrete, come up the foundation, the uprising, put on the roof. So it's just the roof you go on now. Boom. The blood clot, the okay, take away everything around the foundation. So all leave now is just the concrete at the bottom. Imagine that, you know. You can see a poor man that do that, you know. Might try a thing. So he put up that and reach that far. Just to put on him a roof now. And the hurricane take away everything. So I'm going to start from scratch again. Just imagine that, you know. Simple as you might see it there as a little, like 2 apartment house. But it still take money. Still take money. At them time, yeah. So all them people know, me know them feel it. And that's why I compare it. Because there's nothing wrong that house, right? You know, it's just a foundation upright. Foundation they put on the top. And it fucking get leak out. And yet, the man who live in one little box house, up in the hills, and have an outdoor kitchen, they pay zinc around it. Everything's there to stand firm. Stand firm. You don't look for that house and blow down the gully, you know. And rip up, you know. It still stand firm. And him alone too. A few people, foundation, like that. Oh yeah, so all them a barrel slot thing really go through the storm, yeah. And there's no damage right now, move or nothing. And then you go and you see a more better building structure house. Destroy completely. People have to know so well then, you know. God moving in a mysterious way. And as I said before, nature of God and God of nature. But you know, we can't really study, we can't think and think the right way. Because all you talk about praying and all these things, them things not work but for nothing, you know. People don't just use them things there as a popular thing, as a populist. Talk about prayer. People talk about, yeah, you're gonna pray and pray. Of course people can pray, but when it comes to this, you see, anyway, me a person who think differently, you know. Sometimes I say you could pray till die, kingdom come. Nothing not gonna happen. Remember, you know, people just come from church and go through a lot of prayers and praying. But yet, them drive out from the church and go home, and boom, they meet in an accident and gone. Never to come back. Those are the things that we look upon. So praying is just to me it's just mind over matter, you know. Mind is how your mind feel and believe in something over the matter completely. That's why I see some people believe in a Wobia, strong. Some people believe in a Duppy, strong, and all these things. Believe in everything, and some people, you can't bring that to them. You have to be skeptic. And well, I'm a realist, but you see, in life, you still have to be skeptic. When you reach certain point, when you reach certain road, you have to be skeptic. So you can't, you not go down the road there, you know, for some reason. You have a skepticism about that going down the so. If you don't have that in you, and know if you think, tell someone, God never want to suffer, because people, they like people who are wise, and people think, well, this brother here, I follow him from a longer time, but you know, sometimes I say, boy, me hear him say something other day, and do a video and say something, and I say, boy, you know, so you have them youth are bright still, no. If Jamaica youth, he's a youth, so we are just subscribe as a youth, young man, and think them way, yeah. We love them things, because what am I saying now? I saw me feel, I me do video off of that already, off of them things, and me call politics for some reason. Because I see where it go in a lot of way. A lot of people now see it that way there. And that is where the whole politics and politician can trick everybody. You know? So anyway, we just call that one here Andrew Holenss is a puppet. Meet a real patriot, you know. Yeah, man. Motley. So, when I talk, this youth here, as a young youth, I respect it. I like to share them things here. Because the same way me think, I want to put it in so much words I don't put it, but I put it in my way. I do my video around them things there. And when I say one thing in this. One thing I'm saying that, well, the one thing, I mean one main thing I'm saying in this video, when I have to stop and pause and say, boy, you know, let me say them things there. But a lot of people now look on it that way there, because them common sense no really clear enough. Or them, I don't know, something. You know, see, you have to pick up the man who have knowledge, you know, gain knowledge, you know, just by seeing things, you know. Yeah. Gain knowledge, have knowledge just by seeing things. And I say you build your knowledge by seeing but some people don't have that. Because what them do, them believe everything what people tell them, and then believe people more than them for them thinking. Yeah, that's why them politicians can't have them at them knees like that. And them have them in them palm like that. And them say, yeah, them have them cook. Because them not going to change. Them not going to change. So, you know, when we hear a good argument, we have to embrace it, yeah, man. And that's the truth. We have to embrace it. We like to hear positive reasoning. Yeah, I like to hear positive reasoning. No quash shit. and share it, because these are things where people have to look upon. But some people hear them argument, yeah, and say, oh yeah, but bullshit. And those are the type of people where follow Andrew Holenss and defend him. So when you do good work, you have to embrace it, share it, and preview it. Yeah, man. So anyway, we were that brother yesterday because it's such a positive reasoning, and I'm not bashing about him to tell the truth. He's not even hard like me. Me not really not talk about no allege and no shit. Yeah. But because him have intelligence say about him talk on that level, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, big up yourself again. Yeah, man. So all me I say, I like intelligent argument, yeah, man. Me like intelligent argument. Yeah, man, I like intelligent argument. No doubt about it. I have to like intelligent argument, yeah. So we hear it, what I say.
Probably, this not look good, Jamaica, we in trouble. This not look good at all. No, have you seen the Andrew Holenss UN speech? Have you seen that? If you haven't seen the Andrew Holenss UN speech, every citizen of Jamaica, foreign and abroad, and
you see, those are the things where they are to labor right. Them not looking upon because they are all back at the line, back at the class, and for them want good, and for them want family and children good and grandkids. Yeah, they not go down the road, right? Everything them here, them washing it, and not think for themselves. They make these people think for them, and anything come out of them mouth, and watch the cycle of things that go on. So when somebody else said, I do a video the other day too, on the same thing, but him talk it different from me, but at the same thing, independent topic between Mackley and fucking Prime Minister. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a positive thing, this, and I them thing I like when people
they forgot to take a look on the
can
Andrew
talk
Holenss
something like this.
UN speech, United Nations speech, Them used to call it the League of Nations. Now it is the United Nations speech. I want you to go watch the Andrew Holenss United Nations speech. And let me be clear, this is me exercising my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion.
Okay.
So everything that I'm going to say is alleged. Exercising my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion.
Nothing wrong with that, brother.
Now, I'm going to let you watch it. I have a small clipping. Pay attention.
Madam President, Jamaica once again condemns the heinous October 7, 2023 attack on Israel and is deeply horrified by the devastating humanitarian consequences of the counteroffensive in the Palestinian territories. A just and peaceful resolution to the conflict is only possible through diplomacy and dialogue. We continue to support United Nations Security Council Resolution 242 and support the call for a ceasefire agreement that includes the release of all remaining hostages and definitively ending the protracted war and human suffering.
So when him can't condemn Israel, like where Motley do, and where any rascal, him can't do it. Can I work for the CIA, I work for America, and where I work for, him so close to Israel. Israel, Israel, what do that to Palestine people? Him not give a shit, and that's why he never really signed the last year the ceasefire with the rest of Caribbean them. Only him alone never really vote. What them do, them sustain. So that going Israel get away from that. So that going in the favor of Israel. Imagine a Jamaican prime minister do that. And them are people where say them are dirty, you don't see nothing wrong with that. Because them are things shallow. You know when something is shallow? Shallow. Yeah, man. So this is a man, he's a traitor, he's a sellout, and he's a puppet. But them can't see it. When them ever see it, you're gonna be too fucking late. Yeah? It's gonna be too late. So, you know, this is where this brother go at the United Nations, go to can't condemn Israel. Portia Simpson will do that. PJ Patterson will do that. The only person in blood clot do that is really Siago. Yeah. Because we're not going to expect that from him. But they are talking about Mark Golan will condemn it. But Hungry and Jolis government can't do it. They must sit on the fence for so long with every fucking thing. Wants it to do with America and to please America. Them gonna do it. And to just hold them passport and a visa. Yeah. So all low them is, they don't give a fuck. Jamaica now no fucking doctors. And America come there and lick out a sound about the Cuban doctor. And no time them send them back. And at them same doctor that they help them out in the COVID. America never send no doctor to come help Jamaica. At the same Cuba, and then at first, Cuba not do it from, we know the same things from monthly time. Cuba not build things, but them guys are listen to the American voice. That's all low them is. Yeah, man. So they must sell out Jamaica to the dogs. And them can't realize till it's too fucking late. Yeah.
Madam President, political instability, gang violence, and humanitarian crises in Haiti.
As I continue to exercise my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and I write to my opinion. So, whenever a leader of any particular country is unable to criticize Israel, 100% of the time, it means that they are being funded by Israel. Now, every other leader in that UN conference condemned Israel's, activity in Palestine and calls it a genocide against Palestine. Every other leader, I'm going to play Mia Motley's speech shortly, and you compare the two. Every other leader that speak at that conference condemned Israel's activity in Gaza against Palestine and call it
genocide.
A genocide. Andrew Holenss, however, say him condemn the attack against Israel, the October 7, 2023 attack against Israel. And that attack against Israel is being investigated by the International Criminal Court. Mr. Bibi Netanyahu is being investigated by the International Criminal Court.
But he's a war criminal.
Corruption.
He's a war criminal.
And for war and crimes against humanity. No, Andrew Holenss is unable.
What that way you think? Andrew Holenss go back that because that guy there, Israel Prime Minister, is a fucking person who investigate. You know long, but him always a get through America or something. Him shouldn't be behind at the Hague long time, He's a war criminal. Bloody war criminal. So when you say Andrew Holenss back him, there's no surprise there. Because that's why the same treatment and the same thing Andrew Holenss bring to Jamaica. Yeah, man, kill youth and ask them question after. And the same thing go on. Slaughtering police, because a lot of things the police are killed. And then shoot out or nothing. But Jamaica take it so soft. so simple, right? And make it be less than a 9-day wonder. So Andrew not go win all the time. That's a win-win. But you know, for me, a sensible people like them youth here. Yeah, man, me have to really endorse it.
To criticize Israel's activity in Gaza, Andrew Holenss is unable to call those activity a genocide. Unlike me and Matley, unlike every other leader that spoke at that conference, Andrew Holenss is the only leader, is the only prime minister that says he condemns the activity against Israel. And Andrew Holenss did not speak about any sympathy, any empathy for the children in Gaza. Andrew Holenss did not extend any form of...
Because a two video that me put out, you know. He said, oh, them people never signed for the ceasefire against Gaza. Instead of them sign, them abstain. So Israel, that benefit Israel. I mean, I said, boy, look much rascal, Pitney are dead, and old people, and them man have kids. You see, brother, nothing bad now, see. But you know, Andrew Holenss time I come, you know. Let me tell you that. Yeah, man.
Of solidarity to the children suffering in Gaza because of the action against Israel. And yes, we need every hostage to be released. And we need a ceasefire. But what is going on currently, as we speak right now, you know?
But you have no, when we also get a ceasefire, what Israel do, they purport the thing and tell lie. Provoke something, tell lie, and start the war again. Yeah, man. That's how them working. You can't beat them. Because they want to definitely wipe out Gaza. It's a plan. It's a revenge for what happened in the other coast. You know, people have forgot it. So them have the war in the Palestine, they want to rule the whole of that region anyway. And imagine a Jamaican Prime Minister about them people there. Come on now. And I give them big contract. The spy on Jamaica with the Pegasus. But Marcus, yeah, we don't tell you when fucking late, we're not gonna wake up. Yeah.
I'm going to let me and Matley explain it. And you compare and contrast the difference. And Jamaican people, I want you to be wise. Be wise. This is me and Matley speaking now. Take a listen.
Must not ignore the horror in Sudan. And of course, I don't need to remind you that it must not ignore the horror in Gaza. The genocidal destruction taking place in both places must now have our full attention. And as it relates to Gaza, yes, there must be a release of the hostages taken on October 7th. But we have now gone to a point where all of our human sensibilities are offended by the continuous and disproportionate attacks on the Palestinian people and the failure to allow access by the international community to the survivors for the provision of humanitarian aid. The survivors are entitled, my friends, to use the words of Bob Marley. How can you be sitting there telling me that you care, when every time I look around, the people suffer in the suffering in every way, in everywhere? My friends, it calls to mind the Roman historian Tacitus, who quoted a Scottish chieftain fighting against the military might of the Roman Empire. And I mention only the last two sentences. They plunder, they butcher, they ravish, they make it desert. And
this woman I cannot quote Bob Marley. And he's a Jamaican Prime Minister. Him should not do them things there. But then again, we know him can't do that. Because he's on the wrong side of the coin. But he come like a wolf in a sheep clothes, neatly, like a statesman, in a well-fit suit. You have to give Motley a rascal encore for that. Yeah, man, powerful woman this. Someone like this one, if you run rascal at Jamaica, and you know, say, oh, tell you something, man, give her a clap. But so it go.
Call it peace. They make it desert and they call it peace. The real tragedy of war is that these children, when they become grandparents, will still be answering the innocent questions posed by their grandchildren 70, 80 years from now as to how they lost their limbs. Granny, how did you lose your leg? And when they answer, we run the risk that the violence and hate will be perpetuated for another 2 to 3 generations. This is not why we have come together. This is not good. And Madam President, it is happening under our watch. We can and we must do better to secure the peace across the world in the name of the children. And let me say that at the very least, the international community must immediately find the funding to support the children of Gaza and the children of Sudan for the next 3 months. UNICEF has said that in Gaza it is $66 million that is needed for the next 3 months. And in Sudan it is $200 million. The money is mostly nutrition related, to reverse or to mitigate famine for children, and to provide water and sanitation and health interventions. And we should note that there have been multiple disease outbreaks, including cholera. So, Madam President, to be very clear as I move on, a lasting peace can never be achieved through violence, not continued bombing. It can only be achieved through justice as our guide and dialogue, talking.
Yeah, man, of course, but this is a powerful. You see, you notice the difference between Andrew Waller's speech. Him don't get a proper encore. We look on that, yeah. She get the biggest encore. And that kind of shows something, Say, look, that a war go on. Yeah, man, that a war go on, She don't get no, he don't get no acknowledgement at all. Yeah. He don't get no acknowledgement.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man, you congratulate that woman here.
Congratulations.
So anyway, we're going to hear what she say. We have a leader like this. That woman just, we love her. As a big
Unless
woman,
we forget, where others are seeking to build the peace and to preserve humanity in Gaza, as we saw, the international community must not condone the bombing of those states who look to facilitate peace. It is a red line that we must never cross. Madam President, I say simply again, another year, the world needs a reset. We must find first and foremost whether we still agree on the same values that inform our charter. As simple as this seems, this is necessary in any reset, for values we all know have changed over the last 80 years, and we cannot assume that it is business as usual. And if it is not available to all of us to agree to those values, then we must at least know who does and who doesn't. In addition to our inability to bring about peace in multiple conflicts, there really still are a number of issues that threaten our way of life and the stability of our planet.
No, you heard me and Matley spoke, and I wanted to use the spiritual eyes and the spiritual ears and analyze, you know. Pray to the Heavenly Father, mighty Yahweh, mighty Jehovah, mighty Jesus Christ, mighty Yahshua HaMashiach. Pray to him for interpretation. This is my takeaway from what I just saw and what I've just shown. My takeaway is that our government, Andrew Holenss, is allegedly bought and paid for by Israel. Our government, Andrew Holenss, is allegedly being funded by Israel. That is my opinion.
True.
And as I exercise freedom of speech, freedom of thought, and I write my opinion, I hope I'm not criminalized, sabotaged, or even executed. This is my opinion. And I have a right to my opinion as a living, breathing human who have a soul. I have a right to my opinion and thoughts. Our government is being funded. Which points to note that what this is telling me is that we didn't even have an election the other day. We had a show election. Because there is no way there could be so many cases of election fraud and the opposition party concede so quickly.
You know, that our next point to me at that the first thing me see and me come do a video upon, you know. I really was angry, you know. Oh, the opposition come out and concede so quickly. And then in no time, like nothing happen. And there's so much evidence, as where the brother say. And then no one can contest nothing. And even come back again at the press conference when we are wait, so them will come with something. Just to come say, well then, oh, they will not be contesting, no. We're not gonna do nothing. We're not gonna challenge nothing about the election. Let's make it go on. So this is strong point what me I said before. I'm glad me know say well if somebody I think that and because the brother want bright like a brother. Right? For him talk, you him talk, you know say well then him have more than common sense. Yeah.
This tells me that Mark Golding is even a part of this. Mark Golding is a show opposition. He's not a true opposition. This tells me that Andrew Holenss will never lose back another election in Jamaica, whether he loses by number or not. Because the powers that be want him there.
Don't let me also in my video already say sometimes you see all them election run. Sometimes anything happen in the country, the world not gonna benefit of them people, you know. So it can be that's why you come in with politics, you know. Because I taught them things a long time, but I'm glad if you know so I can have a young man. A lot of people think that we are still, but really come out on video and explain it like that. So we can say, well then, you know, when people can think that we have that balance there, can't go wrong, you know. Because I say, well then, how can somebody concede so quickly? Trump will not do it. All when Trump start lose, him I say, him get robbed. Andrew Holenss, him worse. Them are quiet. Them are all over the place. So all the PMP so quiet and so people have been looking at certain things. People can't go like them at you see, you're this guy now. You have you can't have it both ways. You can have two horses in a race. We're trained by the same trainer. Right? We're trained by the same trainer, you know. And the one who is favorite, everybody bang on him, you know. And the one way is the more outsider. Let's check it, you know. That is the one who is the more outsider. Him come win. Because guess what? Them just not trying with the favorite. They just not trying with the favorite. And the reason I say that PMP was favorite to win the election. Big favorite too. But Andrew can't thief it. We don't know what going on. Politics is acting as well, you know. Just like acting is they are actors. Yeah, they are actors. And then I'm not going to talk about we, because I'm not it. Because if me not in it, we not talk like this. So, me and this guy and plenty other people. Yeah? No, not it. But you know, the people, this is what them people, they just put the wolf over the wool over them eye. So them can't see what I want completely. So, I don't know, me never know nothing can go on. So when you're a favorite, and there are so many evidence of irregularity of fraud election, right? There's so much evidence. There's so much evidence. And then even Buchanan in an Andrew Wallace seat, we know him win election, not election, the seat. We know him win him seat. Andrew Wallace say him not then find a way and come and now him put himself in a trouble. Because the amount we win by and the amount we Buchanan have, there's not so much people in the constituency. So it's that one clear breach as well. I'm sure so well the people don't take up that in on. But they never even carry Buchanan and come on the press conference. And that is something I'm seeing them. So when them at the press conference, when election run, I look at Buchanan there, you know. So that look like the body now even. And that is the next thing I see again. I look on that, you know. I mean, I hear people that talk about that. People everybody the big guns, they shouldn't come out and attack. Well, I mean, I know. Me stunned. But what in the dark will come to fucking light, you know. No matter how it goes. People take long to get wise and wise up still, you know. But, you know, we can watch the whole movement and see what go on, you know. And watch how go on and what go on. Yeah. Simple as that. Simple as that. You kind of really, I don't know. I don't know. These are the points we are talking about.
We're in trouble in Jamaica. We're in serious trouble, you know.
We're in trouble a long time. But I don't know what to go. You have to just think, watch the space and watch what go on. But boy, then again, Jamaica in trouble in a whole different type of way. Even from the God nature. Even from the God nature. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a little clip. Play it before me sprout out. Play a little clip before me sprout out. Because a little old lady, boy, I like her style. Yeah. Soon be back. I go search for this video. Very kind of We have to have another screen. Come on, load up, man. Load up. Fucking thing is running too slow. Thing are running slow today. Why? Thing running slow, slow, slow. Make rascal Malisa run. Anyway, Malisa the slow still come out of the fucking box, you know. But when he come with the full rascal force. So we can line up this. Yeah, we have this whole lady and, you know, and boy I have to look on this over and over and over. And I'm not trying to show you, say, you know, you have some rascal honorable people in Jamaica, you know. Both young and old. But you have some good old people, same speed. Believe you me. This is one of our real Jamaican, but you know, it's just have to play it over and over. Just a little short. Yeah, man, it's short, but boy, it's really touching, you know.
All of them rubbing them. Have a dog. They don't want the dogs in the shelter. I am staying with my dogs until I can get get them going there. No people.
So the man carry a dog go to shelter. And you know, Jamaica people go already now. They might tell her she can't get a dog in the shelter. Imagine that now. And this is different, you know. If it was England, you would never have no problem. None at all. And those are things that I look on, you know. Was America the same thing? Jamaica try to love dog now, but they're far away from that. Still. Because why you think you can an animal? I don't want to bring our dog. Dog not trouble nobody. It's just a short time. Them people are really dark still, you know. But anyway, the woman said she not fucking left her dog outside. Good of her. She carried her, and if them now want she come in the shelter, then she go. Them say, you know, them could have made the woman go on the Rastlat road through that and get hurt, you know, by flying object or whatever. You saw the people them cool, so them have a far way to go. Yeah, man, and a serious thing. Without no apology. Still have a far way to fucking go, man. Not them time, yeah. What is a dog? Anyway.
In the morning, right? I've got my nephew and I taking the home. All the work in the years.
So how long have you been out here in the rain?
Not just today.
As in from this morning?
Yes, from this morning.
Have you eaten?
Well, yes, I've eaten.
So you're okay where that is concerned, where hunger is concerned. No, you're not hungry. Not hungry.
No.
What was wrong with the dog?
Well, I went to sleep under a car. She went to sleep under a car. And at the time she was expecting so I mean, the baby all day because they run over a foot and break the foot and cut the foot and all of it was very swollen. She was in under a lot of stress.
Okay. Oh, so your carer took it assistance, medical assistance.
They was not to take her back because they put us to be put in a cast of it too swollen to be put in a cast at the moment.
Okay. You mind showing us our foot?
No.
Remind me what you said the dog's name is?
Felice.
So make sure I keep her dry.
Which is why you have the tarpaulin over the fence.
Yes, that's correct. Well, I have some things that I'm belonging there in there. But the main reason I put this on because I want to keep her dry and comfortable.
I have food for her.
No, that's the problem. I was hoping that.
You're this little old man of passion for your dog. And Jamaica, this, you know. Wow, that is great. Yeah, man, me have to give her a clap, an encore, before the video even finish. Yeah, man. Because the dog all pregnant, you know. While, show.
Can get some food to buy. I was looking for dry food. You know what they call premium, the dry dog food? But I can't find it because most of the wholesalers are open and she run out of food. That's another bad thing.
She have water?
Yes, I have water in the container and I dish it under theirs. But I give her the water in so far. I share my food with her just now. So she's not too hungry. Majority of them don't like animals. When I cook, get away from me, dog. Get away from me. You're up forever. I've seen so many dogs with noseless, foot broken up, chopped up. I've seen so many wicked things, happen to dogs that they just know they don't like animals. See that easy? Oh, guess what? If that's the way they treat an animal, you can tell her what's them dog. What because society? It's a girl dog.
No man, what breed?
Oh, it's called they put on a little dress for her. So they see who came on a little dress to keep up with her. And to keep, cause me put the medication on it, and I don't want her to lick it up. You understand? Okay, so that's when they put.
That's where the cut is.
Yeah, well, yes, you have many cuts, so let them dry up well up already. But it's the main one that I dressed earlier, and I have to hit again today.
So Grandma, what did the rain law stop today?
It have to stop. When I done something today, me have to go through it. That's all me have to do. See there, see? You see what it? Children, he could look at, but they open it. Children, see what he cuts. Can you see?
Okay, right there.
Right, yeah. Or it was quite wide. That was the 2 fingernails wide, So it's getting better.
And talk to me about your connection with your dog.
Well, what you want to know?
Because you said people don't like dogs, so
Well, what you like dog? With me, I like dogs just as I like even more. Because why? Dogs are very reliable and they have a whole lot of love in them. When you get to know them, they have so much love in them.
It's true, dog is very reliable, because remember, once you have a dog and you feed him, he might defend you, you're the best bodyguard, That's why you can't go to people's yard unless dog wanna invite you in, That is how sensible dog is. Remember, you have dog who sniff out anything at all. You have dog who lead the blind man and the blind woman. Security dog. You have all kind of bumblebee dog. Dog are one wrestler thing where good animal. The man I love dog and I love cat. Dog get to know you. May I tell you say, them not leave you. They will follow you miles upon miles. And you have dog all run down car, when all them wanna drive or run down the sure, me tell you something, man. Dog, the animal, the name dog. That's why when the man call your dog still, There's nothing wrong with dog because dog sensible more than enough fucking human out there. May I tell you that? If you are drowned, dog can see it from a distant. From a distant. And a chase. So great and sensible dog is. Yeah, man. Good looking story, Grandma.
You cannot believe it. This does, when I say lick up your foot, she looks at me and I kiss her. Let me see your foot. I want to dress it and nip up this foot. When I pay just this, it licks me all over. Which I know showed me that it appreciates what I do for it. You understand? Most of our people, they don't know what gratitude is.
Yeah.
You do something for them and they forget you. I did not carefully make up a scandal about you.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do. But they're not here. I don't live here anymore. Okay. You see the Hindus, the Baba Saint said, you can tell about a society by the way you treat them animals. So if you have a pet in your home and if you're not looking after them properly, and you're not really, you you don't care for them, and you don't really like them that much, you might as well don't have them, no matter what the period is. I mean, the period is in time.
So do you believe that they need to change that policy and allow people to come there with their pets?
Well, of course. Well, at least you might say, well, this lady over there, she's a pet, and that lady over there have a pet. So can you all three share the same space? So what would you have wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing was wrong with that, okay? If I have a pet, and I'm in a space, and somebody come with their pet, at least they said it's not dangerous, gonna, attack me, or very vicious to attack my pet, then I would never have a problem with that. But they just don't know you can't stay because, pet was allowed in the church. It's not joking, something.
What's your name, mommy?
My name is Empress.
Alright, Miss Empress. The man does not say it.
Yes, so I'm 76 years.
76-year-old girl.
Must Miss Empress, when who really concerned about you being out here tonight,
I'm not concerned about me being out here because I won't be out here tonight. So when the rain stops, I'll be moving on, and I have a definite place I'm going to go. So I kind of judge it when I see at least there's a lull, I kind of slow down, and I just move on and stop at another place where there's a shelter. Because I don't, as long as it's like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Oh, some people cook today?
Yeah, man, look, we are working, so they have our work piece. They have food up there. Yes.
You must have some chicken and something.
Yeah, I'm sure then I can look her.
And food is there for human beings too.
Yes.
But see, the tobacco food is a small one.
Very, very good gesture, the star. Big up on yourself. Oh. Yeah, man. So, dog, you have some chicken to eat now. Yeah, man. Caring the woman that. Very, very touching little story. Yeah, man. So that. Yeah, people. So that was the end of this segment. So that is it for this blog. Because at the end of the day, we never have no time to put some hurricane footage together. Then again, most things out there, people are see it, but there are a few of them, but we need to get it together properly. So let us call it a little video today and us nobody really stretch it out. Make it tight and easy. So yeah, not going to stress it out at all. Why we not stress it out and we not stretch it out. Stress and stretch and stretch. Stretch, switch. Yeah, do I have it right? Stress and stretch, yeah. When I stretch out nothing, and when I go stress out nothing, yeah. Let me find this. I look for this video. not take no call now, you know. Because I'm going to eat something. I don't like eat and talk on no fucking phone. I like to eat and comfortable. My brother used to say, my brother Ducky used to say, you know, yo, when man I talk to him and I eat, man I say, yo, me can't eat and talk, man, that's cool. Me not eat and talk. And the man neither no rascal talking. I mean, that man like that too. Me I eat, me just like to eat. Yeah. Just like to eat. Yeah, me look for a video, me can't fucking find it. Oh, fuck. Can't find it, man. Anyway, people, up and running, big up on yourself. Each and every one will pass through the chat. Till the next time. Can be later, and it might be greater. So we out and running, out and gunning, out.
A big sound up here, big tune. Jah holy Emmanuel, I boy. Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression, poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, no devil philosophy. Not until level for man's skin is of no more significant well to the color of his eye. Remember all the war long in 1935.
On Sticky Stocky TV. If your finger is not sticky, subscribe. But if your finger sticky, do not subscribe on Sticky Stocky TV. Big up yourself, King Gagan. Straight.